Mayor of Pfarrkirchen, Mr. Weisman, dear members of the City and District Council, members of Parliament, dear Director of the European Campus, Professor Kumbat, dear Mr. President, Professor Speber, dear Campus Coordinator, Mr. Riedel, dear Founding Dean, Professor Steckenbaum, dear colleagues from the administration, the faculty and the staff of THD-ECRI, dear citizens of Pfarrkirchen and Rottal-Inn, dear students, dear guests, and perhaps most importantly today, dear graduates. It is a special honor and pleasure for me to address such distinguished audience on such remarkable day, the day we're honoring the first ever graduates of the European campus Rottal-Inn in Pfarrkirchen. It is incredibly rewarding and emotional to witness the hopes and expectations we have had throughout 3 years apparently coming true. And in that regard, I cannot skip crediting those women and men from the leadership of both the school and the local community, whose courage and vision, commitment and hard work have made this project a reality. Some of us may be ignorant of the future. Some are cognizant of the future. Few are able to transform the future, to define the future, to make the future we aspire for come sooner. Dear founders of ECRI, you have shaped the future of this town, the future of this beautiful land, and your names will be inscribed in the history of Rottal for the centuries to come. Congratulations on such significant achievement. I would also like to extend my sincere congratulations to all our today's graduates, to our pioneers. You probably remember we used to tell you to raise your spirit and motivation, that you guys are pioneers, and being a pioneer is always invariably associated with some challenges, but the reward is worth the effort. Today, the moment of reward has come for you, because you can feel proud of yourselves as you have also made history of this institution. As our first graduates, you were all part of what we call the ECRI family. Now you're all part of the ECRI story. Like Professor Kumbat used to say, any successful study program is always the result of collaboration between the teachers and the students. And it is my pleasure to thank you all today for your contribution to our study programs and to the success of this institution. Ladies and gentlemen, many of today's graduates completed the study program named Master of Medical Informatics, or MMI, which was, as was mentioned, among the first study courses launched at ECRI 3 years ago. It is perhaps worth mentioning that today we have another study program, Bachelor of Health Informatics. Medicine and healthcare being extremely complex and information-dependent domain, medical and health informatics as a scientific discipline was established already in the second half of the 20th century. However, it was not until relatively recently, when tremendous advances in digital technologies such as broadband internet, high-speed computing, mobile and wireless technologies, sensors, robotics, and artificial intelligence, and some others, became a game changer in the field of health information management. Hence, medical informatics, as it has been practiced and taught decades ago, mostly focusing on managing hospital databases, archives, or IT services, is currently transforming into a broad interdisciplinary field at the crossroads of medicine, healthcare, technology, and administration, which is nowadays commonly referred to as e-health or digital health. But some of you have probably asked yourselves, or are still wondering, what were the vision and the thoughts of the founding fathers of this institution to include digital health among the core subjects being studied only revolutionizing the way medicine is practiced, taught, learned, researched. According to many, digital health could eventually bring about some of the most important, most dramatic, most disruptive changes to our societies. And to illustrate this, I would like to mention just a few examples of the digital health applications that either have already made their way into what we call mainstream healthcare, or might become routine in the near future. Some of these technologies have been around for some time, but have yet to make a major impact. And one such example is electronic health records. Even though many hospital functions have already been digitized, a fully integrated EHR in what we call a paperless hospital, where all patient data are managed electronically, still remains a desire in most places around the world, including this one. When a representative of one German investor company was asked at a digital health summit in Munich that we attended with our students last week, what is her single wish for the near future, her answer was, I wish that Germany gets electronic health records. So why is comprehensive EHR deemed so important, ladies and gentlemen? Because when rolled out throughout the nation, which is expected to begin in Germany in 2021, such EHR will eventually make the care of patients more effective, more trustworthy, more reliable, and even less expensive. For example, availability of all patients' data and test results in a single electronic record that can be accessed by any authorized physician will avoid many medical errors, unnecessary investigations and treatments, will greatly improve healthcare administration, and may eventually save lives. But EHR is not only about data sharing. Through technologies such as clinical decision support, powered by artificial intelligence, EHR will help doctors process and analyze enormous amounts of information to be able to choose the best treatment applicable in any particular situation for a particular patient. Furthermore, applications like telemedicine or virtual visits are becoming widespread with the explosion of mobile and wireless technologies. If just 2 decades ago practicing telemedicine was a privilege of, albeit growing, but still rather exclusive cohort of early adopters and enthusiasts, today virtual is becoming a new norm of care. For example, 2017 was the first year when virtual interactions between patients and doctors for the first time outnumbered in-person visits at one of the world's most advanced healthcare systems, Kaiser Permanente, in the United States. With the availability of newer portable sensors connected via smartphones and other mobile devices, patients can now remain oftentimes under supervision of health professionals, even at home or on the go. And the quest for more accurate and miniature sensors is never ending, shifting from wearable to ingestible and further to injectable or to nanosensors that circulate in blood and are able to detect, for example, an imminent heart attack before the person develops any symptoms. Such technologies will be especially valuable for the growing number of our elderly citizens, many of whom are unfortunately affected by chronic illnesses such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease. Meanwhile, it is the care for the chronically ill elderly patients that mostly drives an increase in healthcare costs, and by that threatens the very economic stability of our societies that proclaims the right of equal access to healthcare for all. A recent report by the Germany branch of the global consultancy McKinsey titled Digitizing Healthcare Opportunities for Germany calculated that implementation of 26 different digital health technologies, including EHR, electronic prescriptions, telemedicine, AI tools, and others, can save Germany about 34 billion euros a year, which is 12% of the nation's healthcare expenses. This is why digital health is deemed by policymakers so important in the desperate struggle of industrialized nations to control healthcare costs. Finally, when genetic information and data from multiple sensors become routine part of the so-called patient-generated electronic health records, it will also herald the beginning of the golden age of medical research. Availability of the so-called big healthcare data, lifelong health records of hundreds of millions of patients around the world will not only result in unparalleled breakthroughs in medical science, but will eventually allow to approach each and every ill person with an individual, tailor-made solution based on their unique genetic and other data, thus changing the care paradigm to the so-called personalized, individualized medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, it is probably worth asking ourselves at this moment, with all the technological advances, why has digitization of healthcare been relatively slow compared to such areas of human activities as, let's say, banking or transportation or communication? Why, for example, do patients and doctors alike still prefer to send and receive medical reports and test results by post and not electronically? Well, the answer to this particular question could be that German postal service in one form or another has been around for more than 500 years, since the times of Turm and taxis, while electronic communication came in just a few decades ago. So on the one hand, it is a matter of trust in technology, especially in the post-Snowden era of ubiquitous, penetrating connectivity. That explains why so many digital health waves in Germany have broken against the rock of a single magical word, Datenschutz. But it is not only about security and trust. People are also known to have some natural resistance to change, which is especially pronounced and absolutely natural when the change is about such critical service as healthcare. Besides, the technology itself has yet to come of age. Many more innovative solutions have yet to be developed and proven effective. The goal is ultimately to have all health data as connected, computable data, so it can be shared and analyzed in a meaningful and efficient manner. But the sheer volume of data, ladies and gentlemen, in healthcare is so huge, and it is growing so rapidly, that without newer computational technologies or approaches, such as quantum computing, perhaps, it may be really hard, if at all possible, to make sense of all that data in the near future. Besides, even in the presence of technologies, we still need to identify new approaches, new business models, new paths for incorporating, assimilating these new technologies into practice. But despite all challenges, barriers, limitations, digital transformation of healthcare is inevitable, as it has the potential to make medicine better, safer, and more cost-effective. So the best we can do is not to passively follow that transformation, but to try to shape it and to support it. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I hope I have made my message clear. Digital health is here to stay. It is the future of healthcare, and that future looks bright. And based on that, permit me to humbly suggest that digital health study programs will be all important for this town and this region, just as for the rest of the world. Lastly, I would like to address with few words our first MMI graduates who have come here from various corners of the world and with whom we have spent memorable hours in and out of the lecture rooms of the European campus. Dear graduates, I have no doubt that you will find your place in the exciting new world of digital health, be it here in Bavaria or in other parts of Germany or Europe, in your home countries or elsewhere in the world. There is one key message that I would like to remind you at this moment, and it it is something that we kept telling you from the very beginning, when each of you joined the course. And it is the message that we have been, and we will be, conveying to all subsequent generations of our students. And that message is, regardless of the position you find, whatever job you take, whether you find yourself working in hospital IT departments, for issuers or regulators, in industry, R&D, or academia, remember that there is one primary role that we envisaged for you, and that role is to be champions of innovation, leaders and drivers of digital transformation of healthcare. A mission that has at its core a noble task of using technology to make human lives longer, better, and healthier. And I'm wishing you all much success, many fascinating achievements, and a lot of satisfaction on your journey towards completion of that mission. May I repeat what I said in the very beginning of this address?